just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around.
Click's Beauty Playground. Are you ready to step into a world where magic happens? Colors come alive and makeup with no boundaries? Welcome to my masterclass. So before I get started, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Haniem. I also go by Neemz Artistry. I'm an editorial makeup artist with both local and international makeup artistry experience. And today my main focus will be teaching you a soft focus smoky eye with a pop of color. Just before I start, with a quick show of hands, who fell into the trap of thinking you need thousands of rands, thousands of tools to create your own masterpiece? That's why we have Playgirl. Let's get started. Okay, do you have all of your products out on display? So before we start, just unbox everything. So the key to any successful, beautiful masterpiece is not really the tools, more the technique that you use. For the look today, I'll be showing you how to create a soft focus smoky eye with only 2 brushes. Super quick, super easy, and beautiful for everyone. So, using the Sultry Sunsets palette from Playgirl Beauty, this is a beautiful palette. It has such beautiful shades in it, a variety of different finishes. I'll be showing you how to do just that. Okay, for the first shade, we're going to use this one right here. Can everyone see that? On our eyeshadow brush, which is the tiny little dense one over here. I think the code is BR02 if you look at the bottom of your box. Okay. Okay, so the first step that I like to do is I pack a tremendous amount of shadow onto the brush. You want to coat both sides of your brush. When using this shade, it almost creates a beautiful transition between your crease and the rest of your lid. So you can take this brush with your product, as I asked me a moment, and then just pack it all over the lid, just like that. The entire lid. Also, just a quick tip, a pro tip, the closer you hold your brush to the bristles, the more intense the payoff will be, the more harsh the lines will be, and the further back you hold it, the more soft focus and the more feathered the look will be. So you want to hold it close to the bristles and pack everything onto the lid, all over the lid, just like this. How are you guys finding that? Easy to follow along? Okay. If you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome. Just pop your hand up and I can assist from there. Okay, so once that step is done and you have, go ahead, sorry. So with creasing, it comes down to a variety of different factors. If you have wooded eyelids, for example, product is bound to transfer, you are able to use eyeshadow primers. If you don't want an eyeshadow primer, you can just use a really sticky concealer. So my favorite tip would be apply your concealer to your lid and don't apply any powders on top of it. If you apply a powder on top of a concealer, you're going to remove that tuffiness, so the product doesn't really sit well on the skin just as so. So for me, applying it to a wet concealer really keeps the product dripped in and lasts a lot longer. Alright, okay. So after we have the first product laid down, we're going to go in with this shade over here. It's a shimmer shade, but it's a beautiful deep shimmer shade. And it creates a very dimensional look to the eye. So using the same brush as well, we want to just pack on both sides, just like this, and apply it all over the lid as well. It's this one right here.
Just doing the lid for the piece or further?
This is the entire lid as well.
Okay.
When blending the two colors together, you want to make sure that you want no harsh lines in between the two shades. So for me, when blending these, I like to blend above the shade that I just done previously, so everything looks a bit more seamless. You can see it creates a beautiful transition from the lighter shade all the way into the shimmer. And because the shimmer is multi-dimensional, it reflects differently in different lighting situations as well. Okay, so now that we have that covered, using a deeper shade to intensify the outer corner of the eye adds a bit more dimension to the face, lifts the face a bit better, and sometimes can even enhance your features if you have a specific eye shape like an almond eye or a more rounded eye. So I'm going to be using this shade over here with the same brush as well. Again, coating both sides. And then this time, you want to focus the product. Yeah. You want to focus the product on the outer V of the eye. So when doing that, you're kind of creating a lifted effect. So taking the product, back it onto the outer V, so it's the bottom section of your lash line, and just going into your crease like that. Okay. The higher up you blend the shadow, the more of a winged and snatched look you will have. So for Carmen, she has beautiful almond eyes. I'm going to try and wing the product out a bit better. So not taking it any further than the tail of the brow, and then dragging it into the outer V, just the tiniest bit of the crease. If you feel that your lines are a bit too harsh, you're more than welcome to go in with that first shade that we used to diffuse any of the lines. That's what I'm going to do again with the same brush.
Okay. Oh. Oh yeah. You can tell me.
Okay. Does anyone have any other questions before we proceed to the next part of the look? Yeah? So fallout is very normal with any black pigmented eyeshadow. I think the easiest thing as a makeup artist, that's why you guys have the big contour brush in your kit as well. Don't pat it into the skin. As soon as you're done with your makeup look, you just want to take the brush, hold it quite close to the end and flick everything off at the bottom. Okay, so now that we have that part done, my favorite part of any look is adding a pop of color. This is why Playgirl will always be my go-to brand for any color cosmetics. Playgirl has given me the opportunity to create beautiful looks, a variety of different editorial looks at very accessible price points. The pigment is insane, hello, look at what we've created. So yeah, for the next part of the look, taking your flat concealer brush, I think it's BR3, if you look at the kit that you have. Yeah. You wanna, do whatever color you're feeling. For me and Carmen, I'm feeling more of a bright pink to fit the whole Barbie aesthetic. I'm gonna dab into this with coat both sides of the brush as well. Just like this. And then for this bottom, just look up for me. We're gonna focus this part on a lower lash line. So when I blend out using a flat concealer brush, I like to use the side of the brush rather than the flat section of the brush itself. I like to use a concealer brush because it has a bit more precision. The brush is a bit more densely packed, so your lines are a lot cleaner. Whereas if you're using a pencil brush, for example, sometimes the bristles itself tend to be a bit more exposed, and in doing so you get more fallout. So this brush has more precision for me, so I go in the side of it, just like this. And then just using the side, I apply my eyeshadow. Okay, for the final part of the eye part of this entire look, I'm going to be adding a pop of color or a brighter shimmer shade to the inner corner of Palmer's eye just to brighten the eyes even further. So using that same pink, the brush that I just used was a pink eyeshadow, you can go into the shimmer of choice or lighter shimmer of choice. For me and for Carmen, I'm going with this shade right here, packing it on the brush just this way.
Is this thing on?
Dabbing the excess off, and then just focusing on the inner corners of her eye.
Yeah.
If you want to add more dimension to the eye, I'd suggest dragging the shimmer shade that you use for the inner corner slightly further in to the lid and merging it with that brighter pink that we just used.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, does anyone have any other questions before we proceed to the next part of the tutorial? No? Okay. Okay, so if you open up your kits in front of you, you'll see there's a liquid blush. So this is actually Playgirl's latest innovation. This is an amazing product. It is honestly multi-purpose. You can use it on your lips, your face, wherever you want to. It has a very soft focus finish as well, but the product itself is quite buildable in its finish. It has a very second skin feel once applied to the skin. So for me, that's like my perfect little way of wearing a smoky eye, having a bold eye, very nice skin, and then finishing it off with a bold lip. So I'm going to do one of Carmen's eyes, her skin, and then her lips, just so I can show you guys my way of doing it. Hands up if you're excited for this drop. I mean, this is honestly, this is like, it's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to use, I think there's a variety of different shades in everyone's goodie bag. So for me, using a tiny little brush, bit like this, and your fluffy brush, I just like to dab into the product like this. I think it's always best when you warm up a product on your hands instead of applying it directly to the skin. It avoids like streaking, any like creasing or making your makeup feel a bit cakey. So applying a tiny little bit like this. Just to form the skin here. This is like the perfect Barbie pink for heel skin. And you can be really rough with that blending this out. There's no specific way. Some people like the blush on the apples of the cheeks. It adds a bit more of like a roundness to the face. For me personally, I have a round face, so I like to, enhance my features a bit better. For me, I like to apply the blush to the outer corner of my temples and then bringing it down all the way on my
Oh,
cheekbone,
really?
but not below my the tail of my brow. When you do that, you're adding a bit of emphasis to the apples of your cheeks, which adds a bit more roundness to the face. If you want to lift your face and enhance your features, apply to just this section right here. I am a full coverage queen. You can probably tell by the way I wear my makeup. Inner corner, dramatic lashes, bold lips, all of that good stuff. I like my makeup a bit more intense. I grew up in the Middle East, so that is like my go-to, right? So for me, I would set this blush with the powder blush that you guys got in your kit as well. These are amazing. These are amazing. So using that same fluffy brush as well, you just want to set the blush. A little bit goes a really long way with this product as well. A tiny little bit, and you just want to dab it into the skin. My favorite thing about these liquid blushes is that it works really well under your foundation if you want to like underpaint, but it also works really well over powders as well. It doesn't cause any streaking. It is a dream to work with. And then you'll just blend everything in together like this. All these products are also multi-purpose as well, so if you're feeling lazy and you want to do it like a monotone look, just use your blush as your eyeshadow. And then to top off the final part of this look, I think the go-to and the standout product for me from this entire launch probably has to be our latest innovation, which is the Not So Matte Liquid Lipstick. This hybrid formula is like, it's blown my socks off. It's insane. So it is a long-wear liquid lipstick, but it's super comfortable on the lips. You can wear it. It's like smudge-proof. It doesn't add any like cracks to the lips. It doesn't dehydrate the lips. It is an amazing, amazing formula. So I'll just apply this for you. Here. So Carmen doesn't like really intense kind of lipstick, so we're going to diffuse out her lipstick a little bit.
Thank you so much.
So you guys are more than welcome to obviously use the wand itself, but for Carmen, she wants a bit more of a soft focus lip. So we're going to use a brush to just apply this. You can see a little bit is like, it goes a really long way, and the product is super, super pigmented as well. And how does that feel on your lips?
It's nice.
And there we have it. That is my perfect, soft, focused, smoky eye, a bold lip, and soft, dewy skin. I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you. If you guys have any questions surrounding the brand or any other makeup questions that you want me to answer, you can just pop your hand up and then we'll be good to go.
Thank you.
You like it? Awesome. I'm so excited for you guys to actually try these products. Please do tag Playgirl Beauty. I mean, this is like crazy.
She has a question.
Yes?
I was going to ask if you've applied too much to the eye or to
Yeah.
the cheeks, how would you get rid of some of it?
So for me, I think the easiest way to diffuse that entire situation is I always apply products to the back of my hand. So not only does it warm up the product, dispersing the pigment across your face a lot better, but also when you've applied too much product to your face, you can just dab back into your foundation and then go over the areas or the eyeshadow and just diffuse the edges and you'll be good. Yeah, not a problem. Okay, got you, got you. Does anyone else have any other questions? No?
Nobody. Somebody.
Yes.
And I don't have foundation with me, so now what now?
Okay, so now that you don't, you can use your, did you use your, all of your brushes as well? Okay, I will help you out afterwards. I will help you out afterwards. Not a problem.
Anyone else?
Yes? Yes, I am. My handle on Instagram is Neemz, so Neemz.artistry. Cool.
Hey, look at you, hey? Are we all now experts on how to, apply the makeup? How to look better this Christmas, not like last Christmas. Can't be looking like a throwback. Do you understand what I mean? Did you guys have fun? Yes. Did you enjoy? Yes. I see some eyeshadows and something has changed somewhere around, but I won't say where. I see some lips are popping up color. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming through. Haniem, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Carmen, thank you so much.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance.